Last week on Heat, Steven Richards beat me. And I understand the fact that I lost him, but I don't accept it, especially in that fashion. You know what? I don't accept losing. I don't accept failure, period. Tonight, I will redeem myself. And there's nothing Steven Richards can do to stop me, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop me. Matt Hardy. Version 1.
Well, version 1 is on display tonight. Last week, you'll remember Steven Richards cheated to beat Matt Hardy using the ropes.
Coach, it's a match of redemption. Is he eyeballing me, Coach?
I think he is it. And because of that, Matt Hardy is able to get on Steven Richards in a hurry. And Matt Hardy, you can tell, wants all of Steven Richards here tonight.
You know, Matt Hardy is totally becoming an innovator of offense. This kid has got some moves that I don't think I've ever seen before. His opponents have never seen before, so how do you defend against that?
Well, here we go. This matchup officially underway. And Matt Hardy has had a tremendous week, of course, this past week. We are in his home state of North Carolina for Raw. And speaking of Raw,
speaking of Raw,
so many things to get to. I don't even know where to start, but why don't we start with this, maybe the most unusual thing. You know, two guys that you're familiar with, Rosie and Jamal. Oh, wait a second. Here's a cover by Matt Hardy. Kick out after 2. Rosie and Jamal attacking May and Moolah.
You know, it's one thing to come out there and attack Sean Stasiak and myself, but to go out there and to attack two ladies who are probably older than anybody in this company, combine everybody's age in this company, to attack them, to lay them out, that is lower than low. And it's even low that Eric Bischoff sick those two angry pups on him.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff trying to get one over on Moolah as she was in Greensboro to promote her new book, and instead she got a beating along with Mae Young of a lifetime. Well, now Steven Richards taking it to Matt Hardy. Oh, and now just going after that lower back, and you can see and hear the agony on the face of Matt Hardy.
Coach, I'm telling you this, Bischoff is going beyond a shadow of doubt. He's proven his point. Whenever he snaps his fingers, things happen here in the WWE.
Well, he said it on Raw, and I'm talking about Eric Bischoff, that if he snaps his fingers, anybody will do whatever he wants. Oh, nice suplex by Steven Richards. Here's a hook and leg 2, and a kick out by Matt Hardy.
Anybody, everybody, except The Undertaker.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been too many people over the years that have been able to make The Undertaker do anything.
Absolutely right.
Well, now Steven Richards continues to take it to the lower back of young Matt Hardy, and now, even more impact on that lower back. And now Steven Richards, instead of going for a pin, apparently he wants more, or he wants to mock Matt Hardy a little bit.
It's looking like he's trying to make a statement here. He's trying to tell Matt, I didn't need the ropes last week to beat you. I'm just going to beat you down now. I'm going to show you that I can beat you at any time. That's why he's just taking advantage of the situation.
You know, D'Lo, a little bit later on right here on Heat, we're going to take everybody back to Raw and show them that devastating attack on Shawn Michaels in the parking lot. And my question still is this, and when everybody sees it, they'll know why too. Who would attack the Heartbreak Kid like that?
You know, I was there. I witnessed it live. I saw Shawn Michaels laying there bloody. I saw the glass broken up, and it takes a vicious individual to do that to another human being.
Well, right now, Matt Hardy is back to his Richards.
You know, Coach, I want to go back to one thing. You know, we talked last week about our boy there, Stamboli. Well, guess what?
Oh, jeez.
He was hardcore champion for all of 10 seconds last week. He was hardcore champion for 10 seconds until Tommy Dreamer came down. Whack! Took him right out. New hardcore champion, Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, congratulations goes out to Tommy Dreamer. And speaking of Stamboli, he will be in action right here on Heat a little bit later on. He'll go one-on-one with Mr. Spike Dudley. But right now, back in the ring, Matt Hardy and Steven Richards are giving it everything they have and then a little bit more.
They're laying it all on the line. You know, Matt, like I said, it's about redemption. He wants to prove that he can beat the Wacko One. Wacko One wants to prove he can beat Matt Hardy. These are two guys with two agendas. That's why this match is so good.
It has become very, very personal for Matt Hardy, taking out Steven Richards. Hook the leg, this could be enough, but no, Steven Richards somehow gets a shoulder up one more time. And now Matt Hardy, you can see the effects that this matchup has had on that lower back. Oh, and right to a big elbow, right in the kisser of Matt Hardy.
Look at that, hip toss to a neck breaker. That's why I call him the innovator of offense.
And this may be enough. This may have just knocked Steven Richards out, but again, Steven Richards somehow kicks out.
I thought he got him there.
And I will give credit where credit is due. And now Matt Hardy going for the side effect, but Steven Richards counters. And now Steven Richards, oh, jeez.
What is he doing?
You know, he loves to mock Matt Hardy, and I don't know why.
Side effect!
Side effect!
Side effect! That's a side effect right there!
And that could be enough, too. Oh, and about a 2.5 count by referee Charles Robinson.
Everyone in this arena, including Matt Hardy, thought that was the 1, 2, 3. Everyone thought this match was over.
Well, Matt Hardy, going for the twist of fate, but Steven Richards drove Matt Hardy up, over, and down. Or at least I thought he was going down.
No, wait.
Well, now Matt Hardy, great athletic ability. Sunset flip, but Steven Richards covering.
He's going for the ropes.
He was going for the ropes, but Matt Hardy is able to counter. 1, 2, and again, I'm nearly out of breath.
A back and forth matchup. These guys are going all out, and now it looks like Matt Hardy is going to, dare I say, the medium rent district.
Yeah, this is like the middle class district. Back home, you know, it's a nice summer. Oh, and the leg drop on Steven Richards. And Matt Hardy apparently once more did not want to cover Steven Richards there. And now going for the twist of fate. Oh, but Steven Richards is able to grab that top rope to counter.
Bulldog!
Oh, running bulldog. And this may be enough on Matt Hardy. 1, 2. Oh, Matt Hardy is able to kick out just before the count of 3.
My goodness, what a back and forth match. I can't say that enough. These guys are putting it all out. They're putting it all on the line. They want to get the 1, 2, 3, and they're stopping at nothing. For example, where's he going?
What in the world is Steven Richards should not be up on the ropes.
Where's he
We've
going?
said that time and time again, but now in a very precarious position, both men in a very dangerous position.
Twist the fate to the top rope. This gotta be it.
Sit down, kid. Forget about it.
I don't think anybody's ever gonna kick out of that. Matt Hardy. My goodness, you see that twist of fate? What a back and forth match, but a twist of fate off the top rope. I don't think anybody in the WWE has ever seen anything like that.
Huge win for Matt Hardy. Of course, plenty more to come right here on Heat. But D'Lo, the battle of the GMs is flat out on, and we had no idea it would continue to be this crazy.
Coach, I can't say this. The names are going from Raw to SmackDown to SmackDown to Raw. It's kinetic controls. We got to stop the pain, Coach. We got to stop the pain.
Yes, we do.
Oh, man.
William Regal, can you please give me your thoughts on facing Goldust tonight?
Gold Dust. Didn't you used to be married to that young man? What an enchanting affair that must have been. You must be so proud of yourself, and so must your mother be so proud of you for doing it. That dirty, filthy, disgusting individual, that ragamuffin, how on earth am I expected to get in the ring and show the class that I always show when I have to face an individual such as Goldust? I would like to say that I would give him a thrashing of a lifetime. He'd probably bloody well enjoy that. All I know is when I finish with him, he's going to be crying tears as big as October cabbages. He's going to face someone who is barbaric, sadistic, and also has one thing that no other superstar in the WWE has, and that's the power of the punch. And when he feels it, oof, he won't bloody like it, you know.
Well, coming up later on Heat, William Regal and his power of the punch go up against Goldust.
But up next,
Welcome back to Heat. What a major coup for Eric Bischoff, Y2J, and the Un-Americans, now members of Raw.
Coach, I'm looking at my run sheet here, and I don't see Raven wrestling here tonight. What's he doing out here?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Coach, he's walking our way. What's he doing?
Well, he's not scheduled to be here on Heat, but he's here anyway.
Well, Coach, I think we got the pleasure of being joined by Raven here tonight.
I guess it looks that way, of course. Raven's been on Heat before. Of course, you replaced him a long time ago. I think we need to get an extra chair, but obviously we weren't expecting it.
No, we got a chair for Raven. Looks like we're on track for a third man in the booth here.
So, Raven, what do we owe this pleasure, my friend?
Well, Coach, I had him cue up my music. Thought I'd come down here, do a little commentary. You see, like I said last week, I'm going to make Heat my own personal playground. So I'm going to go wherever and whenever I want. If I want to go to the ring and interrupt the match, I'm going to do it. If I want to come out here and talk, I'll come out here and talk. No one's going to stop me. You got a problem with that?
No, man. So Heat is now your personal playground.
He's going to be here, so we'll just move on with the show and we'll let him be here.
Okay.
That's cool with me. That's cool with you.
That's fine with me. Hey,
Did you have a choice?
let's get to business here.
This should personally be a terrific debut, a dynamic young individual in young Sheldon Benjamin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Entering the ring from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing 249 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Well, Coach, Shelton's a young up-and-comer here. He's got a lot of fire, a lot of pizzazz. He's trying to make his WWE debut here, and let's see how he can get the job done, if he can do it.
From Ozone Park, New York, weighing 225 pounds, Justin Credible.
Well, certainly not going to be an easy debut for young Sheldon Benjamin. He's going to have to go one-on-one with Justin Credible, but Sheldon Benjamin certainly came up with one of the very best. He went to the University of Minnesota with the next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well, just because we went to school with him doesn't mean it rubbed off on him.
Well, I guess that's a big point.
I mean, that would be like if D'Lo was sitting out there with Jim Ross. That wouldn't make D'Lo a good commentator.
Well, I gotta go out there like that, man. Hey, come on, let's just call a match here.
All right, here we go. Sheldon Benjamin making his debut here on Heat, here in the WWE, one-on-one with Justin Credible. Looks to be in tremendous shape, and from what I've heard, he's a tremendous athlete as well.
Yeah, former wrestler at the University of Minnesota, like you said, and quick as a hiccup, as JR would say. This kid can go, I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, so now Raven brings up JR, and we're going to use all kinds of JRism throughout the show. Well, I tell you what, with you two guys here, we've got a lot to talk about. Throughout the hour, we're going to talk all about the upcoming SummerSlam. We mentioned Brock Lesnar.
I'd like to say, this is what I'd like to talk about. Every week you talk about how miserable I am. How do you know how I feel? I'm not miserable at all. I'm ecstatic.
Pardon me, Raven. All the fans of WWE know, and you're like a black hole of enthusiasm. I mean, it just comes, you just take away enthusiasm from everybody. You are absolutely miserable. Everyone sees it.
I completely beg to differ, and I would wish that you would refrain from using that terminology. I think the problem is you don't understand my point of view.
Oh, wow, guys, nice drop kick by Sheldon Benjamin. Oh, a nice hip toss, and I tell you what, this guy is very athletic, and I think the crowd, at least right now, is behind him. Oh, wow, Sheldon Benjamin on fire.
Flip.
You mistake thoughtfulness for being miserable. Just because I'm out there thinking, you think that I have this crabby look on my face, which is completely untrue. I have a point of view, and what it is people like me, I'm treated in a certain way because I look a little different, because the people think I'm a degenerate. They think that I'm depraved, but I'm not depraved. You people are.
Well, that's one point of view. That's one point of view, and that's what we're here for, to be fair.
A point of view is
wow,
this.
Sheldon just did incredible. I think he thought Sheldon Benjamin was going to go down, and that just didn't happen.
My goodness.
Here's the cover. Hook of the leg, 1-2, and a kick out by Justin Credible.
Man, I told you this kid was quick, didn't I? He's all over the place.
Well, you said, look at the kick out. Look at the cover. Hook of the leg, 2, and another kick out by Justin Credible.
I make fun of D'Lo's commentary, but, I will say this about him. The man actually was a certified public accountant, a CPA before.
Yeah, he's college educated. The man is college educated.
That's very impressive that he was a CPA before he did this.
Yeah.
But, Coach, do you know how he passed the final exam, the CPA exam?
Well, I figured he probably studied pretty hard. It's a hard test.
Yeah, absolutely. You would think You would think that he studied. Probably studied for months, right?
Well, you would think so.
But he didn't. You see, he cheated.
What you talking about?
Come on, D'Lo. Tell the truth.
We know you didn't cheat. We know you didn't
Tell
cheat.
the truth. Tell Coach the truth. You cheated. You cheated to pass the exam,
right
didn't
now,
you, D'Lo?
Sheldon Benjamin is taking a beating at the hands of Justin Credible. Welcome to the WWE, Mr. Benjamin. And this guy, he looks like he has all the tools, but as both of you guys know, it's not that easy. Here's a cover 2 and a kick out by Mr. Benjamin.
You know, it's not about just having the look of having the tools. You got to have the mindset. You got to have the technical ability. You got to have the fundamentals to get it done here in the WWE.
And you gotta study. Come on, D'Lo.
You got to study.
You can't just cheat here, can you?
Well,
Admit it, D'Lo.
Well, you got to wonder if this Sheldon Benjamin.
Admit it, D'Lo.
Dave, it's okay. Dave, just focus on the match. Just focus on the match. Oh, Sheldon Benjamin right into the corner with Justin Credible. And this young guy, you have to wonder, encountered right in the kisser, a huge knee from Justin Credible. And you have to wonder if Sheldon Benjamin has that ruthless aggression that Mr. McMahon wants.
I'm sorry, Coach. I got to gain my composure here.
Easy, kid. Take it easy. We're being fair. We're being fair.
Your reason why Justin Credible is in this match is because he's a KG veteran. Now, Shelton is a rookie, and I think Justin may play a part of that and use that against him, but the strength of Shelton, he's going off.
All the way up and then all the way down, and I think this crowd is starting to get behind him. Here's a 2, and nearly a 3 count on Justin Credible.
There's his amateur background coming with that Northern Light suplex executed to perfection.
What a huge win this would be in the debut match here in the WWE by young Sheldon Benjamin.
What a feather in the cap it would be if you take out a KG vet and Justin Credible and get the win.
Oh, and now Sheldon Benjamin into the corner. Referee tap, go right to a super kick. That may spell it.
That's it.
It could
That's
be
it.
2.
Oh my goodness.
The count of 3.
Intestinal fortitude. This kid's got intestinal fortitude.
And Justin Credible can't believe what he just saw, that this youngster was able to kick out of that super kick. Certainly, you would have something to say on that. I mean, you were a very good commentator when you were back on Heat. I will say that, Raven.
Just stick to the action, Coach.
Okay. Well, now, oh my
Goodness.
A huge spinning heel kick, and then
What a win.
And now,
Here is your winner, Sheldon Benjamin.
now that the match is over, I'd like to make my point once again, D'Lo. Did you or did you not cheat to pass the CPA exam?
well, quite a win. Whether or not D'Lo cheated is regardless right now, because Sheldon Benjamin, quite a debut.
I don't think
here on
it's
Heat.
regardless. I think it shows a person's character. I think it shows something about a man.
Well, Sheldon Benjamin right now is showing a lot of D'Lo easy. Sheldon Benjamin showing a lot of heart. Huge win in his debut here on Heat.
D'Lo, would you like to confess something?
It's okay. It's okay. We got plenty more to come right here on Heat. Stick around.
Next, it's Johnny Stamboli versus Spike Dudley. We'll be right back.
Well, we're back on Heat. Raven joining us here at not really ringside anymore. We're in our new perch here on Heat. And you know Jericho already has a huge ego, and you've got to believe that this new CD that's just come out will do even more to feed into that ego. And another thing that has to be feeding into that ego is Bischoff stealing Y2J from
The
SmackDown.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to enter the ring, weighing 252 pounds, Johnny Stamboli.
Hey, Coach, I got one question, dog. What's up with that jacket?
Well, I thought that was out of your collection.
No, dog. That ain't nowhere from my collection.
Raven, was that out of
Not
your
at all.
collection? It's not out of mine. It's out of yours. Well, tonight, Heat is brought to you by Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. Call 1-800-LIGHTLINE or visit Stacker2.com.
And by the new Castro GTX High Mileage.
And by Truth, we've got knowledge. Pass it on. Infect Truth.
D'Lo, I'd like to make a point. See, I think...
Weighing 150 pounds, Spike Dudley.
You see the Fink interrupt me? Now, here's my point. The people seem to think that I'm a degenerate, that I'm depraved. But you see, I'm not the one who's depraved. The people out there all are, D'Lo. And I'd like you to just admit to the fact that you took the CPA exam, you cheated, and that's how you became an accountant before you did this.
You know, Raven, I'm going to tell you this right now. What I did in my past, you know what? I may not have passed the boards so the right way. But what I'm doing now is I'm a man, I'm fessing up to it. Now I want you to be a man, step up to the plate, stop acting like a one-liners.
All right, guys. We got to get back to the match. Here we go. Johnny Stamboli and Spike Dudley one-on-one. And you can see that Spike is still suffering from those bruised ribs he suffered 2 weeks ago on Raw when he huge drop kick at the hands of the Big Show. And the Big Show not only drove Spike Dudley, but also Bubba Ray Dudley through the table.
Let me tell you this. Spike Dudley, if I were in...
Oh, wait a second. Here's a roll by Spike. 1-2, and a kick out by Stamboli.
If you were Spike Dudley, you'd hold the tights and sheet just like you did before you got to the WWE.
Oh, look, here's Mr. Congeniality sitting right next to me.
Stamboli, another hook up. Oh, and a kick out by Spike. And Stamboli's very smart going after that back.
All you people sit up on your pedestal and you talk about this and that like you're such saints, and that I'm the one who's so wrong about everything. But I think you need to look at the facts the way they are and see that the situation is completely different.
So, Raven, let me get this right.
Wow.
You're right, and the rest of the world is completely wrong.
Absolutely.
Well, Spike Dudley onto that top rope, right into those injured ribs. And Johnny Stamboli may have learned a little bit of a lesson from Bradshaw last week. You never have any mercy. You go for the weak spot. Oh, and now Spike over the top of Stamboli. Oh, bulldog. But Spike unable to capitalize and to continue the aggression on Johnny Stamboli. Too much pain in those ribs.
You know, back to my original point, Spike Dudley is one of the toughest men in this company. If I were in battle, I would want him in the foxhole right next to me because he does not know the meaning of the word quit.
I would definitely not want him in a foxhole. As a former United States Marine, I wouldn't feel safe with any of you people in a foxhole with me.
I wouldn't feel safe you defending our country.
Well, now Johnny Stamboli going into the corner, and Spike Dudley able to reverse. And now Spike Dudley is taking out those frustrations.
He's a house on fire, Coach.
House on fire. Oh! Again, Spike Dudley. And how much can this 150-pound underdog take? And now here's a cover, 1-2, and Spike is able to kick out again.
The answer to that question, he can take enough.
Well,
he can take enough.
He has certainly proven himself.
Honestly, I've wrestled him. I never thought he was that tough.
You never thought Spike Dudley was tough?
No.
Well, you might be the only one, because Spike Dudley has certainly earned the respect of a lot of WWE superstars, all of them in the back.
Not only superstars, but every one of these fans here he's earned the respect of. They know he's one little tough son of a gun.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
But Spike Dudley always fell victim to the Raven effect. Just like you would, D'Lo. If you and I were to step in a ring.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know so. Yeah. I mean, come on, D'Lo. There's a reason you and I have never wrestled before.
Coach, he ain't representing, dog. He ain't keeping it real.
No,
I'm telling you that now.
So. Well, now Stamboli is keeping it real, throwing Spike to the top rope. And what does he have in mind right now? Because he has thrown everything at young Spike Dudley, and Spike continues to hang in there.
I'll tell you what, Raven, you think I'd fall prey to the Raven effect?
Absolutely.
I'd induct you into the Sky High Hall of Fame. You know what I'm talking about, son?
Boys, and now Stamboli down to his back.
Oh, my goodness.
To the gut of Stamboli.
And Spike is making poised for the classic comeback. Comes the classic comeback.
And the crowd is loving it. All of his injuries and all, Spike somehow is able to hang in there. But now Stamboli, oh, wait a second. There it is. Forget about it. That's what he calls it. Forget about it.
I would make the Sky High Hall of Fame. You're absolutely right. Because I'd be the first person to kick out on two.
So let me get this right here, Raven.
Whoa. Johnny Stamboli, huge win on Heat. Oh, here over Spike Dudley. Guys, you got to calm it down.
Now, I want to get this in perspective for the rest of the world. You need to tell me the way you live your life, as being a freak, as being a degenerate. Everyone else in the world wants to live that way. They're just keeping it quiet, keeping it, covered up to say.
They all live that way. Yes, they are all covering up. They're all concealing. And I feel like I'm a victim here because I'm treated in a certain respect. And you know what? You got a problem with that?
Oh, you damn right I got a problem with that. You damn right. it going to stop? Who's coming to Raw next? I got to know.
Well, we're going to be live tomorrow night in Baltimore for Raw, and right now we're all set for the main event. William Regal going one-on-one with Goldust, and we heard his comments earlier. William Regal is ready for this matchup. But folks, tonight, Foot Locker's House of Hoop presents WWE SummerSlam. SummerSlam will be live Sunday, August 25th from the sold-out Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. And SummerSlam sold out in just 90 minutes.
Well, you know there's got to be a reason for that 90-minute sellout. It's Brock Rock. I can't believe it. This place is going to go wild.
California, weighing 260 pounds, Goldust.
Well, Dave, speaking of The Rock and Chris Benoit making a huge impact. His very first night on SmackDown this past Thursday, making The Rock tap out for the very first time to finish a match in the Brahma Bull's career.
There's something I thought I'd never see. The Rock tapping out to finish a match, but he had no choice. Brock Lesnar came down, distracted him. Chris Benoit took advantage of him, put him in the crippling crossface.
Well, I tell you what, Brock Lesnar is starting to get to The Rock. I think The Rock is starting to get to Brock Lesnar, and these two are going to collide 3 weeks from tonight, live in Long Island, New York. The first pay-per-view in Long Island in 16 years.
Sold out Nassau Coliseum. Brock Rock. It doesn't get any better than that.
Wait, so if it's sold out and you're at home, what's the only way to see it?
You got to get it on pay-per-view, dog. You didn't know.
Well, here we go. William Regal one-on-one with Goldust. And these are two men that over the past few weeks have been going in opposite directions, but two guys that are very, very capable.
Absolutely right, Coach. You talk about guys going in different directions, contrasting styles. You got the bizarre one who's a little off the edge, and you got William Regal, who is refined, educated, if you will. Totally opposite, bipolar opposites, but tonight they're clashing head-to-head.
D, I got to ask you a question.
What's up, dog?
Who do you think attacked Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, in the parking lot last Monday night?
Well, I know one thing for sure. It wasn't you and I, because we're hanging out all night long.
I don't want to, oh, please, I don't want to be a part of that, but it was funny because Triple H and HBK now have their issues. Yes, however, they've been friends for a very, very long time, and I think that concern overcame Triple H, and he forgot about the issues he had with Shawn Michaels.
You know, his issues he had with Shawn Michaels took a back seat when he saw his former best friend, can we say?
I guess you could say that.
Laying there on the concrete, face bloody, a hole in the window the size of a sock of his head.
Yeah.
Just laying there, you know, all his issues just took a back seat, went away, and his concern for his best friend came out.
And now a very technical start to this matchup with William Regal and Goldust. And it could have been a number of guys, as we talked about. Booker T, could have been the Big Show. It could even have been Triple H for that matter. We don't know.
It could have been anybody. It could have been the entire Raw roster. Heck, it could be somebody from SmackDown. We don't know.
Yep.
We don't know who did it. But hopefully tomorrow night in Baltimore, we're going to answer some of these questions. Maybe one, just a little bit. Give a brother something, please.
Well, now William Regal has given a brother named Goldust a beating right to the head, and now reversal.
A brother named Goldust?
Well, yeah. Oh, nice backdrop, and down goes William Regal.
Well,
and they can be. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Goldust on the top rope, where the sun don't even think about shining, and a big shot from Regal.
He took the rope to the south side, dare I say.
And now Goldust is trying to protect his nether regions, as it were. But William Regal, as we all know, one of the dirtiest players in the game, continues to attack.
You know, talking about Raw, tomorrow night in Baltimore, it is the return of Raw is Jericho.
Oh, geez. What kind of an impact is Jericho going to have now that he is a member of Raw? Wait a second. Here's a cover by Regal, too, and Goldust is able to kick out. And I've got to wonder, Y2J, after ruining the announcement by Ric Flair.
And what was Ric Flair going to say?
Exactly. I want to know if we're going to find out tomorrow night. I have no idea.
I mean, was he leaving? Was he going to SmackDown? Was he retiring? Was he just saying he's going to say hello to his hometown people? We don't know. What was he talking about? I don't get it.
Big clothesline by Goldust. And another.
Jericho took it upon himself to get on the biggest stage in the world, Raw, and make his presence known.
And ruin that historic match between The Rock and Ric Flair, which was, for The Rock, a dream of a lifetime. And now Goldust in control of William Regal. Oh, but a big forearms, and I can tell you firsthand, and you can too, what those forearms. Wait a second, going for the brass knuckles, but here's a roll by Goldust. 1, 2, oh, and there's a win.
They came out of nowhere and shot the hell out of Regal. My goodness.
Regal tell you what, Regal gets the last shot in.